We talked about this at length today on the show, and this was definitely a big lead. We had another video planned up to go live later, but big news coming down as one of the biggest streamers in the world is stepping away, a Dr. Disrespect. Now, this whole thing, I encourage you to go back and watch the show from today. I'll put a link down in the description or something up here for you guys to go see. But long and short, what you need to know is there were some accusations that were thrown out for the doc. The two-time, I don't know I don't know this guy, Guy Beam. Right? That's the guy who plays the character. Accusations about him sexting a minor, and that's why his contract was expired, or I guess removed from Twitch or terminated, despite him being paid out. We had a really good back and forth, and the general consensus is that show us some proof. If there's some proof of this, that's fine. Everything at this point seems to be accusations. With that said, pretty crazy as he went out and did a stream today, and I guess he just wasn't really feeling it. Let's go over to this article from Dexerto. He says, Dr. Disrespect announces indefinite streaming break after Twitch ban allegations. So he's taken a step back, but these allegations came in, and once again, there's been no proof to this, and that's generally been the thought here is please, if this is true, man, horrible stuff, right? Jerk, fire him, get him out of here, right? But there's been zero proof associated with this, and on top of that, the game company that he was working with to develop his game has severed their relationship with him. So you can see here from Midnight Society, this is their statement says, on Friday evening, we were aware of an allegations against one of our co-founders, Guy Beams, aka Dr. Disrespect. We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved. And in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beam immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept, it is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of all individuals involved, especially the 55 developers and families we have employed, along with our community of players. This is not good, right? But at the same time, as Jeremy points out, D-Day Cobra says, can we see some actual proof? And he's right. This is not asking for too much here. And that's kind of the general thought here. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? Where's the proof? You can see that's a general thought. And I 100% agree with this. I would love to hear your thoughts about this. This is a pretty groundbreaking story right now. As once again, this is a very big streamer in the streaming space who came out and said he's pretty much done. He's going to go on vacation. And he talked about it at length, how he had a vacation planned, and he's just going to extend it out. And he does about a 7.5 minute video. You can tell that he's just, he talks about being worn out. And I'll tell you this, from personal experience, I totally have been there. The internet is a grind. When people say it's a grind, you truly don't understand until you do this every single day for years and years and years. And he started in 2009. It's now 2024. That is a long time to be doing something and to be doing it at a high level and to be thought of as one of the best at it. And I'm sure that he is a multi-millionaire at this point. And you know what? Good for him. And if he's going to take a break from it, awesome. Go crazy. And he talks about, maybe taking a step back. I'll say this. I very much believe in, seeing proof with this stuff. If there is proof that he did it, man, wood chipper, straight up. But if it's not, man, lawsuit straight up and sue these guys into the ground and sue Midnight Society, sue them all, man, and take them down. But for the most part, him just taking a step back, I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea. I really don't, in this whole thing. So he went in. Let's go and watch a little bit of this right here to see kind of what he had to say about the situation.
When shit like this happens over the weekend and it just kind of, it's like how many times can I I don't, like I'm actually tired of being on social media, and I've expressed that.
How many of y'all feel the exact same way about that? The idea of just feeling exhausted from social media. Social media, it just destroys your soul when you're on it. And that's why we say, go touch grass, man. And that's why some of the worst people on the internet are those who are consumed with social media on a day-to-day basis. I encourage you guys, get out there, avoid social media on a day-to-day basis. Take the weekends when you need to. Don't even go on it every day. Like, look, once again, this is my job, and I try to stop every day at a certain time. I get off, and I'm done. Get what I need to get done, and just remove myself, because I've been doing this for way too long to see the negatives that come along with it. Let's go to continue.
Over the years, champs, I just, I've always kind of hinted like it'd be nice to get off and just completely separate, right? Go live in Costa Rica or something. I don't know. But I'm just feeling burnt out, I think. I came into this with... When did we start streaming, champs? 2015?
You can tell just by his body language, by the way he's speaking, that, yeah, I mean, he is certainly burnt out. Been there before. And taking a break, I mean, I left video games for a year. I stayed away from all social media for a long time, and it was the best thing that I needed. Now, look, we're back with Side Scrolls. We got a great thing going here. I'm not going to tell you we're going to be doing this forever, but I want to go for as long as we possibly can until we reach this point. And, this is one of those things where when you do a daily show, it is, I use the word grind a lot. We are so lucky to do what we do. He is so lucky to have been able to do what he's done for this amount of time. And to do it, his entire life. He's had great fortune and also great misfortune. His personal life has popped out in many situations. And this is something that YouTubers, streamers, they have become very much so celebrities in their own right. To where you see top streamers, they can't make they're doing IRL streaming, and they can't even move around cities anymore because they're getting bombarded. The iShow Speed guy and that Kai guy, like those guys are huge. Some of the biggest celebrities in the world, and all they're doing is just streaming their life. And that is a really hard nut to crack there for most people. And he's playing a character, and when you have to put on a mask every single day, and you're more or less a clown, dancing and everything to make people laugh. Sure, there are elements of his personal life that shine through, but it's very hard to do that. Which is, there have been times in my, I had Evil Craig and various other characters like that, and it's just exhausting. I can't imagine doing that for 15 years. When you guys see me now, this is me, right? And this is, there's no 110% of Craig. There's no, 2x Craig. You're just seeing Craig on a day-to-day basis, the highs, the lows, and everything else in between, because it's exhausting to play a character, especially when you have a target on your back. Now, I don't really know what else to say with this outside of I would love to see proof too. Will we see proof? I don't know. Maybe in the next coming days. Now, I've invited Legal Mindset on the show tomorrow to come on and talk about, his experience legally, what could be done here. But this, I mean, it does not look good that he's like, well, I'm done, with Midnight Society backing away, with him taking a step back. And maybe this is just one of those situations where everything is hitting at the wrong time. And, if that's the case, man, that sucks. I hope that whatever happens in this situation, if there's a resolution to this and we see some sort of proof and he actually did these things, man, like I said, you can go live in Costa Rica, but in a jail. If not, man, dude, go off and go do something else. Just go live your life, man. You don't need to be Dr. Disrespect. Just go sit on your money, collect that interest, and go live on a beach, and just, be you, man, and don't worry about video games. Leave video games. Go do something else. Start a consulting company. I know there's tons of people who would love to work with you and see the success and learn from you. With that said, we'll love to hear your thoughts. Head down to the comments. If you guys like these standalone videos, please let me know. These are very rare and few and far between, but I've been thinking about doing more and more of these. So stop in, let me know what you think. Hit the thumbs up button if you're new, subscribe, and go watch more videos that are on your screen right now. Appreciate you guys. And once again, this is nuts, and we'll be following this more tomorrow.